Hello and welcome to this short video focusing on transforming automotive with AI. My name is David Green and I'm Consulting Director for Applied Intelligence here at Omdia. And I'm delighted to be joined by Sanjay Madhavrao, who's Senior Director for Product Management at Qualcomm Technologies Inc. Sanjay, thank you for joining us.
Hey, David, thank you for inviting me and nice talking to you here.
No problem. So, Sanjay, it's no surprise that AI adoption continues to grow at pace. Our Omdia stats predict that 2024 will be the first year that we top $1 billion spent globally on AI software. Consumer is, of course, the largest single industry within that. But interestingly, automotive is the second largest industry. And that's what we're going to focus on today. So tell me a little bit, Sanjay, about where is AI in use in automotive industry right now?
Sure, David. As you know, we are actually navigating through one of the most exciting innovations of our lifetime. AI is a very key part in actually driving the automotive industry and driving basically the software-defined vehicle. I can say basically the key innovations from AI are in terms of the ADAS, autonomous driving, and basically the driver assistance kind of features that everybody knows. The key, I would say, is basically bringing in the security into the driver and in the safety aspects of the passengers is one thing that I can say AI is very playing a crucial role. AI basically not only in the passenger and driving, AI is bringing into automotive industry. For example, I've seen OEMs kind of using autonomous driving in the way they manufacture. For example, when the vehicle is built for the first time, it has to go through a certain journey, whether it's a road that is bumpy and all sorts of things to make sure the vehicle is intact. All of that is actually driven by AI. So in general, I would say AI is driving the automotive industry by bringing in security, technology features like autonomous driving and driver assistance, and safety, etc.
I always find it interesting to think that in so many languages, the words security and safety are actually translated to exactly the same word. They have to go hand in hand, right? So, so what are the challenges that are unique maybe about kind of automotive manufacturing and design? What are the challenges facing in implementation of AI in this space?
Yeah. See, AI is a very complex, kind of a concept. So it has to be planned strategically. We have to look at comprehensively. One thing that I can say is the challenges are really in the data security. Again, automotive, as part of the driving capabilities, it collects a lot of data from various sensors it actually has. So how do you make sure the data is secure and is used in terms of privacy, right? I mean, with the sensor that's out there in the cabin, you will get to know the information about the drivers who are in the vehicle, where he's driving, all of that. So security and privacy are very key important pieces, and those are the challenges that industry is looking at. And we need to educate basically the people or the consumers about how AI is going to transform and how data security, privacy itself are managed very well. So I would say once we kind of bring in the right talent and skill set and kind of solve these two major challenges, it will actually make wonders or bring wonders into the industry.
The more things change, the more things stay the same sometimes, right? Yeah. Data is the root of all of this, and it's the kind of classic garbage in, garbage out principle never goes away, right? Now, one thing I found really interesting, so much of the focus of AI in automotive has typically gone towards those safety features, ADAS, for example. But something that Qualcomm have been talking about is more than how do you use AI to enhance the in-car user experience as well?
Yeah, actually, one thing that I could say, Qualcomm actually is working very closely with our platforms called Snapdragon Digital Chassis to bring in this AI into the in-cabin experiences. Actually, you will see a lot more comfort, being enabled through AI. I mean, one couple of examples that I would like to give. We are seeing people are going from the regular buttons to digital screens, and the digital screens are becoming larger and larger. So it's very hard to use your fingers or touch basically to navigate through UI. Voice is really an excellent communication mechanism that you and I or all of us use to interact. And voice UI is what we call is going to transform the entire in-cabin experience. In my way, you can talk to the vehicle just like you and I talk. Hey, it's getting hot here. the vehicle understands the user or the passenger or the driver is trying to change the HVAC setting. You don't have to remember, hey, set HVAC to 65. So natural language is something that you'll see more and more the AI will bring in, of course, through large language models. And then you're seeing the DMS, driver monitoring systems, occupant monitoring systems, understands who are in the vehicle and basically provide recommendations based on that. For example, there's a kid in the back seat, and when you ask for music, you will see a kid-friendly music can be played. Or when you ask for entertainment, the video or all of that, you will actually have recommendations personalized for that particular environment. So I would say AI is bringing a lot more of these comfort kind of use cases into the vehicle or into the infotainment. And again, I mean, Qualcomm being kind of innovative and bringing in our platforms called Snapdragon Digital Chassis, and we are a trusted partner for our working with OEMs for over 2 decades. I would say we are trying to bring a lot of these technologies through Snapdragon Digital Chassis and enhance the overall drivers and consumers' driving experiences.
Right, it's individualization, personalization is key to the experience. So now, final question, and let's put a crystal ball here and say, in the next decade, so 10 years time, what do you think will be the future of AI for the automotive industry at that time?
Yeah. So AI is going to transform the entire automotive industry in the next decade, and I can actually talk forever on this. But few things that I think are like AI agents. So right now, I mean, LLMs or the large language models are kind of coming onto the edge or onto the vehicle. It can do certain things, react to your questions, but AI agents is something that can actually understand what the user is asking, put together a task. I mean, the task planner is what you call, and execute through the function calling. So a lot of these can be done. An example is, when a user says, hey, I'm heading here, order some coffee for me, pick up some dinner for me by the time reach. All of this is in one sentence. LLMs needs to understand what exactly the user is trying to do, needs to plan, and basically eventually execute on all of these. So that's something that you'll see. So more and more comfort, natural language will become a much more easier for the users to interact with the vehicles. And the other one is hybrid AI. Right now, we are trying to do a lot of stuff on the edge. Of course, I mean, our Snapdragon digital cockpit platforms are very powerful. I mean, as we see over the generations, we are able to bring a lot more AI capabilities. But at some point, you might also want to have the cloud capability. So hybrid AI is something that's going to come in and say, hey, what part I need to do it on the vehicle, and what part I need to really go onto the cloud. So that's going to be a challenging. And then V2X is another area, having a lot more sensors and able to basically work with the sensors and having a V2X interacting with the vehicle to vehicle can communicate with each other and tell about, hey, there's a hazardous event that or incident that might have happened. So V2X will become a much more popular. And obviously the last one everybody is looking for is autonomous driving. So getting it into L3, L4, L5, I would definitely see that's going to happen in the next decade, and you'll have a lot more ADAS vehicles, robotaxis, and all of that will be out there.
Absolutely, everyone focuses on the autonomous driving as the big kind of halo piece, but there is so much more that can be done. As we've said today, including in-car experience. So maybe in 10 years' time, let's do this video again. We'll see exactly how things progress, right? But for now, Sanjay, thank you very much for joining us today and for sharing your insights.
Hey, thank you, David. Nice, to talk to you, and thank you for having me here.